today we are back with another Rise in Mordor multiplayer battle with our good friend the Medjay of Faiyum. So today we're going to be playing a Lost Factions battle here. We got the Medjay of Faiyum. He's going to be playing as Dol Amroth. Has some pretty cool looking units. Obviously has some famous Pelargir Marines here. Have some Tarnostian Marksmen. The Seaward Sea Infantry. These guys, or Sword Infantry. These guys look awesome, guys. Super cool looking models here. It also has some Seaward Spear Infantry. These guys look the same. Knights of Imrahil. These guys look awesome. Got some Trebuchets. Some Belfalas. Men at Arms. Some dismounted Knights of Imrahil. Awesome looking face masks there. And yeah, all that good stuff. We're gonna be playing as DORWINION, so very cool, unique faction, I would say. So we got some Vineland Watchmen over here, some medium pike infantry. Got some onagers. We have these cool Avari marksmen. These guys look awesome. I'm pretty sure these guys are elves. Some very cool looking body armor here, I would say. All right, we got some Vintner Court Guards here. So these guys are just some heavy spear infantry. And we got some Vintner Court Swordsmen. Got 4 units of those. We have our Dorwinion Protectors here and our General. Some two-handed, very heavy shock infantry here. So down here, these guys are my favorite units, I would say. The Dorwinion Spear Paladins. These guys look awesome, guys. Just the shields, the armor, the helmets really does it for me. These guys look amazing. And then we got some Vineland Guards here. These guys look pretty cool. Some pretty cool looking sword models. Got some more Avari Marksmen. Some Vintner Court Guards here holding the line. Got some more Vineland Watchmen and Vintner Court Guards over here. And we also have our cav out here. We're going to try to have a little cav battle. So I'm going to go ahead and get these troops off the walls, simply because they're about to break down anyways. And I don't want them to fall and die in the rubble. The very cool looking map here. I believe this is Cair Andros. Yes, this is Cair Andros. Very, very cool looking map here, guys. Just the defensibility of this map, as you can see, is the same as Dol Amroth. It's so big. Just the amount of stuff you can do. Alright, so we got some merchant escorts and some paladins of the Vintner Court over here. So obviously just some normal kind of like cav you can get as Erebor. And also got these paladins of the Vintner Court, which look amazing. I really love this armor. So we're going to keep him out here and wait for him to oblige with his cavalry. There have some Haven Guard over here, some two-handed sword infantry coming and battering down our gates here. And we're starting to take some archer fire. I kind of wanted to give somewhat challenged defense of this outer wall. I just didn't want to fight. You know, some of you guys asked me, why don't I fight on the walls? And it's simply because it's boring. Like, just having them on the walls and having them have a slogging matchup here on the causeway, it just isn't no fun. So I go ahead and I sent some Vintner Court Swordsmen over here to take out or try to fight these Tarnostian Spearmen here. Very cool looking models as well. This map looks amazing, guys. I'm really excited to see what they do with the Elven maps. I'm assuming like Rivendell and Lothlorien and stuff, they'll probably be unfortified town assaults. But I'm super excited to see what they do. I think this mod has a lot of potential and is definitely, for having one of the games with the hardest and most difficult modding tools and the least amount of modding tools, they're doing a fantastic job. So it looks like they got some Seaward Spear Cavalry coming here. Looks like they're going to charge right into our pikemen here. And of course we're going to take them out. Some very interesting looking pikes. The interwoven wood. And of course our archers slows down. Just absolutely massacring these cavalry here. Oh, brutal. Right through the face. Gotta love it. And I believe today I reached 100 subscribers. I just want to give a big shout out to everyone for the support. And I never really thought I was going to get to 100 subscribers, so it's much appreciated. Alright, looks like the arrows are coming down, absolutely massacring our Vintner Court Swordsman down here. We have our two-handed Dorwinion Protectors and another Vintner Court Swordsman down here fighting, trying to keep them off the walls or keep them from amassing down here below the walls. Looks like over here they've kind of broken through. We just had some light shock infantry, just some what are these guys? Vine Farmer Militia with some looks like they gave them falxes to face these heavily armored Haven Guard. Just some farmers getting absolutely brutally massacred. Oh, just this causeway alone. Just look at this architecture, guys. Looks phenomenal. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Medjay of Faiyum, he definitely does a really good job of doing cinematics and doing screenshots. He has some pretty cool tools for that. So I'm going to make sure to add some of these screenshots that we've done into the back of the episode, and you guys can give him a look. Make sure to show your support. He's a really good guy, been helping me out a lot, so make sure to show some support and love to his channel. I believe he's almost to 1,000, so it'd be really nice if you guys could help get him to 1,000. Alright, we got some more Tornostian Spearmen coming in here. So these Vintner Court Swordsmen are pretty much done. And again, I'm going to hold this second layer of defense, this second ring. Try to hold them back as best as I can. Also have some onagers. I have two over here and one over there. Probably should have put one over here, but oh well. Alright. We also have some Vineland Yard Patrollers. Some of these archer units look pretty cool. I like that sigil, that grape sigil right there in the center of its coat. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, these guys look awesome. Really love these guys. Those shields look pretty cool as well. Alright. Looks like they're coming into the city. They're kind of amassing. Oh, I forgot. Out here we had a cavalry battle. Made sure to get stuck in here. And obviously their Knights of Imrahil and Knights of the Silver Swan are going to have an advantage. But our Paladins of the Vintner Court are going to put up a very strong resistance here. Let's see how many kills they got. Where are you? They got 10. These guys, they're really good, man, these Knights. He also brought up some Pelargir Marines to shoot some javelins off. Pretty cool looking models here. Kind of look like the Third Age models. It looks like they've gotten the best of us, of our cav. That merchant, other merchant cav unit got absolutely taken out. And he has a lot of archers, guys, as you can see. He's got some Anrothian archer militia, excuse me. He's got these Tarnostian marksmen. These guys are pretty heavily armored bowmen, I would say. What are these? Princess Coast Guards. I love these units. I really love these halberd units. I have a lot of fun with them. What are these? Seaward Spear Infantry, Knights of Imrahil, more Amrothian, Archer Militia. Alright, well, looks like they're finally getting in here. They are reaping heavy casualties onto our pikemen here. Absolutely heavy pike or damage to our pikemen. Lost what? Almost 60 so far. Yeah, they're just getting picked apart. Really don't have really low missile block chance. So we're going to go ahead and bring 2 units of these Vintner Court Swordsmen and put them in shield wall. Kind of try to help soak up some of the archers' fire. But as you can see, the damage is pretty much already done on our pikemen here. You're going to see that his infantry quality for his Dol Amroth units are super good. Like, obviously very heavy melee infantry, very heavy melee infantry, very heavy melee infantry. His infantry is just on a whole different level compared to mine. The only units I really have that can stand up to his infantry and win are definitely these Vineland Guards and these Dorwinion Spear Paladins. These are about all I have to really combat that. My archers are better. These Avari Marksmen are super good. I'll go ahead and show you guys. Get some shots off. And he's really just massing his infantry to charge into us at this point. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward for right now. Wait till the action starts. He also has his onagers moving in, which isn't good. So we're going to go ahead and try to get our onagers to take out his artillery units. Otherwise, that's going to be a really big problem for us right here. Obviously, we're going to have our archer units start, you know, exchanging volleys with his archer units. So we have some Avari marksmen, 2 units of Avari marksmen up here, starting to fire on his troops. And these guys, I believe, aren't actually also pretty well in melee. These guys, yeah, I think they are elves, guys. Not really quite sure. I don't really know too much about Dorwinion. Probably should research that a little bit. I know they are kind of up north, kind of by Dale and all that, and they were really good whiners and really close with the elves. So it would kind of make sense that these are elven bowmen here. But I believe that if they were elven bowmen, that they would be smaller in unit size, maybe, because most of the elven units are about, what, 90 guys, something like that. So we're starting to cause some pretty heavy casualties to these Tarnostian marksmen here, getting some good shots off. He's going to bring some Belfalas men-at-arms and some Haven Guard to come and fight us here. Have our spear wall holding, also against these dismounted Knights of Imrahil. Super cool looking units here. And obviously they're very heavy melee infantry. Our sportsmen are definitely not going to have a good time. Out here I saw that he brought these 2 archers around, so I went and charged 2 Vintner Court swordsmen out to try to cause as many casualties to his archers as I could, because obviously he has an archer advantage over us, and for some reason their range is actually greater than ours. So we brought up another archer unit to come try to combat their archer units, and we brought up 2 Dorwinion Spear Paladins to come hold this line, simply because these dismounted Knights of Imrahil and these melee infantry are going to get the best of our spearmen here. So I'm bringing up some really cool looking spearmen units approaching in hoplite wall, ready to kind of reinforce this line. Over here, as you can see, we're getting bombarded by his catapults. So I again try to have my onagers target his onagers and try to take them out the best that they could. Over here, these Vintner swordsmen are holding their own, despite being definitely outmatched, especially against these Seaward Guard and these dismounted Knights of Imrahil. As you can see, we kind of smashed some of his artillery, caused quite a bit of his artillery pieces to be smashed, and took out 2 of these as well, along with that whole unit. So we are taking them out. Alright, so we're going ahead and we're really hurting these Tarnostian marksmen over here. Bring up another archer unit to try to take out some of these other archer units that are causing some issues. He did pull back his archer units over here out of our reach and did bring some Haven Guard to try to save them. Let's go ahead and get some cinematic shots in here. Awesome. We actually are causing some casualties to those Haven Guard, which is pretty good. Go ahead and get in here and see what's going on. For some reason, when you charge these hoplites in, as you can see, I'm reforming them. When you charge them in and they get into combat, they get out of hoplite wall when you actually press on a unit and get them engaged with that unit, which is actually super frustrating. I think the devs kind of need to do some work on that. But here they go, advancing again. I'm just going to place them in there and have them hold their lines. Some volleys firing over and knocking out the rest of those Tarnosian marksmen. The architecture for Gondor, like I said, is absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love it. The Medjay of Faiyum, the guy I'm playing this battle with, he kind of covers architecture. He has a fascination with the architecture of battle maps. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to give him a look. And he's charging in some Knights of Imrahil right into the flanks of our men here. And look, they've already we play these battles with no XP on any of our units, and as you can see, they've killed so many guys they're already almost silver chevron. So they're super good units, and they're gonna absolutely destroy our swordsmen here. We're still holding the lines. Got some cool looking what are they, leaves or shells? I don't even really know. Kind of look like turtle shells. Kind of a hoplite or testudo kind of thing going on here. Alright, and over here we're still holding strong. Going fast forward this because simply it's just simply a slogging match from here on out. There's nothing really you can do. There's no cav we can go and push around. His cav did win the day, so it kind of sucks for us. And as you can see, obviously our troops are dropping pretty fast. His trebuchets are still firing. We did manage to take out, I believe, all of his honorer units over here, which was good for us, and that let our honorer units get some fire on his archers over here. Ooh, some Nimrodel Rangers. I haven't seen these guys. Got some Ranger units here. Obviously, these are just the Onager crews. I think they really did a good job with these Pelagrim Marines. He's going to go in and charge in some more Seaward sword infantry into the fray here. Our men are holding strong, but as you can see, the quality of his infantry units, especially these dismounted knights, are just far superior to ours. Obviously, they're not very well armored. They have some scale armor, and they're just sitting here in full plate, head to toe. And over here, we're going to go ahead and move some Vineland Guards. We're going to get our Vineland Guards in the fray. So we're going to send 2 up here to try to really break them down. And we're going to send 1 over here to help out. He's also taking out our onagers, which kind of sucks. I think there's his trebuchets doing that, I believe. Yeah, because all these onagers are wiped out. So he's firing over the walls with his trebuchets, which have extreme amount of range. Like, look at that, guys. Extreme range. Alright, and over here we're kind of getting the best of them. As you can see, we have our pikemen that are kind of helping us win the day over here. He has a unit of Haven Guard and Pelagrim Marines trying to break through over here on our left flank, but we are holding quite strong. As you can see, the power is just so against us right now. This power bar is definitely in their favor. Just simply, obviously, because the unit quality of their troops are a lot better than ours. Where are our rangers? We have some rangers somewhere. Yeah, we have some Athala rangers here. They're shooting, getting some volleys over the walls and causing some damage to their archer units over here and the Knights of the Silver Swan. We've taken out that archer unit, as you can see. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. So this is, like I said, pretty much a slogging match from here on out. Our Vintner Court swordsmen are starting to rout, and they have gotten the better of them. These dismounted Knights of Imrahil have gotten the better of that unit there. Yep, they're just absolutely destroying us. Even our Vineland Guards are having a difficult time against their units, and those trebuchets are just a real hassle. Kind of wish I saved my cab units out there to kind of go and take out these artillery, because they're just reaping casualties on our men here. As you can see, 119, 51, 39. This one right here is really what's causing most of the casualties, as you can see. Just unleashing, bombarding our troops here. So I'm going to go ahead and move our general down to kind of help hold that line. because if that artillery keeps coming, we're just gonna get absolutely decimated. Over here, we're kind of getting the better of them, especially their archers, causing quite a bit of damage to their archers. They were at 140. They're starting to drop as now. These Athala Rangers are going to do the best that they can. Yep, just dropping them now. Here in the center, we're still holding and actually getting the better of them in combat. These Vineland, or these Dorwinion, where are they? Yep, these Dorwinion Paladins are actually doing quite well. Over here, we obviously have the better of him. He had to charge in his Pelargir Marines to try to beat our pikemen here, but our pikemen are holding the line quite strong. And they've broken, so we're going to go ahead and charge against those archers there. Go ahead and try to get our pikemen around here, try to stop their Knights of the Silver Swan from charging through. We're going to get some shots off on these Seaward Spear Infantry. Go ahead and get formed up in pike wall here. Stop him from getting that flanking charge. Here in the center, as you can see, we are holding quite well. And over here, we're still having a difficult time. That Trebuchet has gotten 239 kills, guys. So we did have to charge in our general unit. I thought that if we charged in this very heavy shock infantry, it would be able to kind of counter these dismounted Knights of Imrahil. But these guys are super good, guys. These guys are tanks, right? And their trebuchets are just leveling our troops. Here, obviously, we're hard pressed. And I'm assuming you guys can see the writing on the wall that we are not going to win this. It's going to be a super close battle, but we are not going to end up pulling through. Looks like we ended up breaking that archer unit, which is good. Our rangers got the best of them there, but our rangers are almost out of the ammo there. So they did try to charge us here. We did end up killing a couple knights. So we're going to bring these guys around. It's pretty cool how they have their little shields here. I just noticed that they have these little shields on their arms, but obviously they're not going to break that or block that many arrows with those little shoulder shields. So I thought, hey, we're going to try to get these pikemen to combat and hold this little alleyway from these Knights of Imrahil and Knights of the Silver Swan. He's going to go in and bring a unit of Prince's Coast Guard to confront our pikemen here. And as you can see, our men are dropping quite fast. So we're going to go ahead and get our pikemen to oblige his will to combat us with his Prince's Coast Guard here. And we'll go ahead and get a cool view in here with this pike and halberd battle. And as you can see, the halberdiers are getting the best of us here. I believe the reach of the halberds was a little bit more than the reach of our pikes. I wouldn't even call them pikes, I would just call them a little bit longer spears above average. We still have our Vineland Yard patrollers over here firing against their archers. And we're really just trying to hold the line at this point. Here, as you can see, they're still holding strong. These dismounted Knights of Emerald already have, what, they're not even half strength and they got 200 kills. So yeah, he just came into this. I really didn't know that Dol Amroth had that good of quality infantry. I probably should have looked. So yeah, they're absolutely destroying our men. Our Avari marksmen even had to get charged in here to kind of hold the line. They have those cool looking elven swords. They're actually not doing half bad in the melee. Let's bring another Seaward Spear Infantry in. These guys look awesome. Whoever made this Lost Faction pack, I'll make sure to put them in the comments. In the description, I'll put the link to it on Steam Community Workshop. He did great. He did great with the models. I'll give him that. It was absolutely phenomenal job. And as you can see, we are starting to drop. We have managed to close the gap when it came to casualties, but I don't think we're going to be able to pull this off. As you know, you can see our Vineland Watchmen are having the worst of the effects from these Coast Guard. We have killed, you know, quite a bit of them, but I believe their armor rating is a little bit higher than ours. So they are getting the best of this combat here. Yep, and we have some Vineland Yard patrollers routing here. We had to even charge, like I said, our archer units in melee to hold the line. So got some Avari marksmen over here with some ammo. This trebuchet got 307 kills. A range on those guys. It's ridiculous. Might need to edit that out for the devs. Yep, as you can see, the quality of our troops compared to the quality of their troops, it's pretty one-sided, I would say.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this because obviously it's just a slogging match at this point, and don't want to make this video too long for y'all. Over here we are still fighting these Seaward Spear Infantry, and they are holding strong, guys. Thought I'd be able to rout them and kind of get some flanking charges in, and obviously our pikemen got taken out, so we're gonna go ahead and try to bring some Dorwinion paladins, and we're gonna go and stop the charge there to give our paladins some time to form up. So we did sacrifice this Athala ranger unit, and we're gonna charge in those spearmen and help fight against these knights here, trying to stop them from getting some flanking charges in. We went and pulled our general out simply because he was almost dead, and I didn't want to absolutely destroy our morale. At this point in the battle, I still thought I'd be able to pull this off, but as you can see, his infantry block here is just so heavily armored. They're just armored tanks against just our light-looking infantry here.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Yep, see, our men are starting to break. We went ahead and he took his knights out of the fray because our Dorwinion spear paladins were causing some good casualties. And as you can see now, our spear paladins are going to get the better of these Coast Guard here, which are surrounded on two sides and fighting from the side from their halberd wall. So they're starting to get picked apart from the flanks here. But that does leave our men open to get charged by his knights. Over here in the center, we are managing to pull through, still holding quite strong. These Dorwinion swordsman units here are actually going toe-to-toe with their dismounted knights and somewhat holding the line. Probably should have committed another swordsman unit over here to this fray, where that's the bulk of his forces were at. But I ended up just keeping them over there, and I only committed one of those heavy swordsman units over here. As you can see, he amassed most of his heavy infantry over here on this right flank entryway here. Would have been cool if I'd been able to place my archers up here on the walls, which I couldn't for some reason. It's kind of weird. But I could place them on these. But they would have been able to get some good shots off onto the sides and the flanks of these men here. Probably would have helped the outcome of the battle, especially with those Athala Rangers. As you can see, it's starting to get to the end, and our men are dropping. Over here, we are still causing some decent amount of casualties. This Coast Guard really got taken out. And over here, obviously, you can see this. We have our Vintner Coast Court Guards and their Seaward Spear Infantry in just a single one-on-one duel. And they're just holding strong, these Seaward Spear Infantry are, and they're just absolutely destroying our spears over here. And he also has some archers coming in from his leftover Tarnostian marksman. I do apologize for my pronunciation of some words. Kind of butcher them sometimes. Alright. Well, over here you can see just a carpet of dead corpses. And these knights at Imrahil are still going strong. Look at this. 37, they got 37 men left, 327 kills. Wow. Absolutely shattering our men here. We did manage to beat those the Princess Coast Guards over here. So we're gonna try to get them around and take out what's left of these Seaward Spear Infantry. Also had to watch out for that Knights of Imrahil unit that he had over here. Here in the center, obviously, we've held quite well. These Dorwinion swordsmen, heavy swordsmen, actually did quite well on holding off his infantry. And also, he kind of committed some of his militia units into the center here. Only backed up by a couple very heavy infantry units. And over here, as you can see, their infantry is just, like again, guys, just absolutely mauling us. So I was thinking, you know, maybe I could make a feigned epic retreat to the citadel and try to hold. So I was going to try to start pulling back some of my men and hopefully use a couple of units to hold them back while they made a feigned retreat. One last epic fallback. We're still pushing through here, holding quite strong. His militia units did suffer quite a bit, but they still even got decent kills. These dismounted knights were just so OP. Definitely gonna have to use this faction in one of our next battles. So I want to go ahead and try to make an epic last retreat. As you can see, try to pull these guys back and try to defend. Try to get a hill advantage here maybe. But as you can see, all my men just routed. So that was the end of the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in my next collaboration video. Perry the Trojan out.